everyone, it's Nina Soul. I am doing another Riding with a Witch video, and I am on my way to somewhere. I can't tell you guys what I'm doing right now because it's kind of a surprise and I don't want everybody to know, but just for right now, just until I get my project done, and then I'll be announcing it, so look out for that. But yeah, so I am once again in my car. It is a beautiful oh shit, beautiful day. It's super windy. It is super windy. But I don't want to keep my, it's really hot out, but the wind is like crazy. It's like throwing shit around. There's trees falling, all types of shit. So we're definitely seeing the windy city today. But so I have my windows up, but it's really hot, so I have the air conditioner on, which is gonna be the first day that I get to have my AC on because it's been freezing over here. But I'm really happy with the weather today. It's really nice. So I am hoping to get a lot done today. I have like a few hours before I have to head home because today is Armani's birthday. My pit bull, Armani, he is 4 years old today. And so we're gonna do some things with him. We'll probably take him for a walk and then take him for a car ride. And I know there's some doggy bakeries in the area, so we'll probably take him to like a bakery and get him something for his birthday. And I don't know if I think Gilo wants to get him like some toys or something, so we're probably just gonna have like an Armani day today. So I'm excited for that. I guess today's topic, I had watched a video earlier of another witch on YouTube, Gabriella. And she's been doing like a lot of like the Luciferian witch videos and stuff like that. So I am doing a video response today to one of her videos. I'll put the link in the down bar. So she was talking about how, hold on, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. She was talking about how there's witches that criticize other witches' paths or Wiccans or pagans, things like that, that if you're not doing it their way, you're not doing it the right way, kind of thing. And I liked everything that she said. Like she was very blunt and very honest and about everything that she said. So I liked what where she was going in the video. So I'm actually with her on that I really do think that needs to stop, because that was the problem with religion. The problem with religion was, everybody was going against each other, and there's people that don't like, there's people that don't like each other because they don't believe in the same things. So you guys are taking a spiritual path and making it just the same as religion, and we can't have that. We can't go there with it, because the main reason why a lot of us go for a spiritual path and why we choose a spiritual path is because we don't fit into a religious path. Not so that we can have excuses to do harm to other people, and so that we can do harm to other people or bash other people. Like, if that's your reason for being in this path that you're in, then you're doing it for all of the wrong reasons. And honestly, for people like that, I don't know where they would even find their place. If they would find their place in religion, or if they would find their place in spirituality, because I think that that bullshit just needs to stop. Because like, for what are you gonna be telling other people like how they should be practicing, or what is the right way, what is the wrong way? For you, that way might be right, your way might work for you, but just because it works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for the person next to you. Everyone has their own way of doing things. Everyone has Yeah, everyone has their own beliefs. Everyone has it, and it's so different. A spiritual path is as diverse as people are. Like, you know, you ask anybody, you ask anybody, oh, what is your nationality? Chances are they're not just gonna say, oh, I'm white, or oh, I'm just, I'm just Asian, or I'm just black, because not everybody, like, I'm sure there are people out there that are just, like, that is just what they are, but our nationalities have crossed so many times that there's people that's mixed with like 4 or 5 different things. So that would be like telling somebody, okay, so I'm mixed with different Hispanic, like different, I'm mixed with different things. So that would be like me going up to a Mexican person that knows that they're full-blooded Mexican, and them tell me that they're Mexican, and me tell them, no, you're not. No, you're not Mexican. You're mixed with, all these different things. Like, how am I going to tell somebody else what they are or who they are? Or, like, how am I going to do that to them? You are what you are, and your way of practicing is the way that you practice. And if people can't accept that, then they themselves need a lot of working to do within themselves, because we shouldn't sit there and question people and tell them, no, you're not doing it right, and put them down and belittle them and things like that. Like, that's not, I just don't get it. Like, it's just like racism in this world should not even exist anymore, because we are all mixed. We are all, like, the majority of us are all mixed. We are not 100%. There's not 100% white people, 100% American white people in this world. Like, you have to be mixed with something most of the time. I mean, unless you actually, went down to, your roots, your ancestors, and that's what you are, and you are what you are. Okay. But we've crossed over and we've mixed so much that racism should not even exist. It should not even be a factor in this world anymore. And so it's almost like, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like, if I stop talking, it's because I'm dodging branches over here. There's like literally shit flying everywhere. Like, I just seen a baby, one of those baby cars that, they like pedal with their feet, little Flintstone cars. One of those was in the middle of the street right now. So if you guys see me like that, I stopped talking, it's because I'm, dodging and weaving and getting around shit. So, but like I was saying, like, you guys are just finding new ways to hate people. And instead, you guys need to be finding new ways to love people. Like, is it that hard? Like, I understand and I get it because it's a lot easier to hate people than what it is to love them. It is. It's a lot easier for a person to judge another person than what it is to understand that person. A lot of times, and a lot of people, their first instincts is to judge somebody. To judge somebody or to hate them just because they're not like you. And if we're all the same, this fucking world will be so fucking boring. It would be so boring if we were all the same, and if we all practiced the same, if we were all, like, all our beliefs were the same, we would never learn anything. There would never be anything that would be learned from any of us, because we would all be believing in the same thing. Like, it's stupid. It's so stupid. I'm parking right now. Like, I learn new shit all the time. I learn shit from Gabrielle. Like, from Gabrielle's channel. I'm not a Luciferian witch, but when the way she talks about certain things, it's like holy shit. Like, somebody that believes in Lucifer and things like that has more heart than some Christians I know. Like, Christians, there's Christians out there that are very judgmental and very pushy and very, you know what I mean? And then here's this Luciferian witch talking about how she that we need to care about each other, and how we need to stop hating each other and start rising up with each other instead of putting each other down. Like, this is a Luciferian witch this is coming from, so when I hear somebody talking like that, and you know what, I had been watching, I watched like a lot of witches on YouTube for a long time, and anything that they were doing never, how would I say it, like, it never, like, like, I didn't see Gabrielle and, oh, she's a Luciferian witch, I'm gonna be a Luciferian witch. I don't do that. I don't see people that have the goddess of Hecate and, oh, the goddess, yeah, that's my goddess, Hecate. I don't do that. Like, I have my own beliefs, my own practice, and things like that. I have my own shit. So I don't watch people so that I can get ideas and take what it is that they're doing and start doing it myself. I don't do that. And but when there's people like that when they're talking and I hear it and it resonates within me and I feel that same way about certain things, then those are the type of people I like to watch. So believing in Lucifer and stuff like that, her coming out with that, is not going to change me from watching her. It's not, it's not going to change me. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to watch her anymore because she's a Luciferian witch. No, because I don't judge. Because sure, she might be a Luciferian witch, but one of these days she might shed light on a topic that I had no idea of. You know what I mean? And that's where knowledge is gained. Knowledge is gained when you start to open your mind. When you start to open your mind and your heart and you start to listen, and you're listening, not hearing people talk, but you're listening, you're taking it in. You're taking it into yourself, and you're actually putting things together in a way that you feel that those things resonate within you, and not just like, like having it influence you in a negative way. You don't do that. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand it. And I'm with Gabrielle. The shit needs to stop. Y'all need to decide what the fuck you're gonna do. If you're gonna act like a religious person and bash other people, then don't sit there and call yourself spiritual. Don't sit there and say that, because spiritual people, they don't think with their minds. They're not egotistical. They're not living in their ego self. A spiritual person is living with their heart. They're living through their heart. They're showing love to people. They're receiving love from people. Things like that. That's what spirituality is about. It's about loving and caring and learning and being one within yourself, being one within nature. Things like that. Not bashing people and telling people, oh, you need to do it this way and you need to do it that way. And if you're not going to do it this way, then you ain't shit. You ain't a witch. Blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. For real. Because you're being a religious person, but you're labeling yourself as a spiritual person. You cannot be both. You could possibly be both, but I mean, I believe that when somebody tells me they're a Christian witch, I know that they have Christian beliefs, but they're a spiritual person. But when you're sitting there saying that you're a witch and you're making fun of other people and putting them down and things like that, honestly, to me, like, all I see is a person that's trying to rise above by putting people lower than them. That's all I see. Like, for you, it's not about the knowledge. It's not about love. It's not about being in touch with your spiritual self. It's not about all that. For you, it's a game, and it's for you to have some type of power. And for me, it's not about power. We all have power. We are all powerful beings. All of us. Every single one of us. And for you to rank yourself, you got some really fucking low self-esteem. I'll tell you that much. You have really low self-esteem. And if you're ranking yourself, it's because you're not wise. Wisdom hasn't gotten to you yet. You're not wise enough to realize that we are all equal. We are all equal. That is it. We are all equal. It doesn't matter what you know, who you know, how you're doing things, how you don't do things. keep your shit to yourself. Straight up. Keep your shit to yourself, because every single person is different. Every single person's gonna do how they want to do things, and you know what? For the people that do listen to these people that are talking shit to them and putting them down and things like that, for them people that are listening, like, you're just as bad as the person that's sitting there talking shit to you. For real, because you should be woman enough or man enough to stand up and be like, you know what? You are not gonna talk shit to me. You are not going to knock me off of my path. You are not going to tell me what it is that I'm going to do and the right way that it is for me to do things. You need to stand up for yourself. For real. You need to stand up for yourself, because there is no reason why you should be allowing yourself to be put down. Because people can only do to us what you allow them to do. If I don't allow people to put me down, please believe ain't nobody going to put my ass down. So I don't care what, if you got a negative comment to say, go ahead, because it's going to go in one ear and out the other, because I know that I have wisdom. I'm wise enough to know that your words and your bashing or anything like that, it ain't going to faze me. I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, and I'm going to flick that shit away, and I'm still going to go about doing what it is that I do and feeling the way it is that I feel about it. So for Gabrielle, I'm 100% on this with you, that for real, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. But, well, with that being said, I'm here at my destination, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and hopefully get home so that I can have some birthday fun with my baby. And yeah, hopefully I didn't get too rowdy in this video, but it really does irk my nerves when, to hear that people are getting bashed and bullied and things like that. So, I'm going to speak out on it. I'm going to speak out on it, because that shit ain't right. For me, it ain't right. It don't sit right with me. It don't sit right with me. So for me, for my own good, I need to release that, because I'm not going to suppress it, because I know what suppressing emotions does to a person. And maybe that's why people are being so fucking judgmental, is because you got some suppressed emotions that you need to deal with, and you need to stop taking it out on everybody else and work on you. And with that being said, have a good day and blessed be.